Okay, good morning everyone. It is now 11 o'clock and I'm just about to have my breakfast again because the morning routines are so busy to actually sit down and cook food. And then I had to go to the pet shop and go buy some crickets for the lizard, and I had to buy some more play toys for the guinea pigs and that sort of stuff as well. So general sort of morning routine stuff in the Allen household. But I did go out to Lidl's, as I did say, and bought a coffee grinder. I wanted a coffee grinder anyway, but I'm thinking maybe I didn't have any blitzers in there, so I thought maybe a grinder might be able to do something with the rice, which has been sitting here. I have gotten rid of the big lumps. Remember, I made a load of congealed lumps. I threw quite a few of those away yesterday. It's still a little bit tacky, but I'm hoping now we should be able to do something with that. Whilst we'll test that, whilst we're getting food on the go. So I've got my third pot of rice, which I made 2 days ago now. And I've got my leftover tea, which I'm going to fill the pub up with tea there. I'm also going to make another cup of tea just to have a drink. So I've only had water this morning for something different. And at the same time as well, I'm going to get dinner on the go, which is going to be some chickpeas. So I need to soak they did say soak the chickpeas overnight, but I didn't get around to doing it. I forgot. So I need to half that bag now, put some water onto them, and then I'm going to be making something very, very nice, hopefully for dinner this evening, just to change it up and keep the sort of routines on the go. So that's that. So I'm going to get the rice on the boil now, just to heat that back up. I've got to be careful to get it up to 75 degrees Celsius, or if not I'll be sick. So I need to make sure I do that, and then that's it. And also, I do apologise for the late upload of yesterday's log. I say I didn't really get home, finished and ate my dinner until nearly 11 o'clock in the evening. So from that, after editing and stuff, so it would have been 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I thought I'd hold it to today. So hence why you've got a lunchtime upload for yesterday, and you're going to have a dinner evening upload. You get 2 load uploads in a day. So I do apologise, but I will catch up and we'll be coming on there. But let's get this food sorted. Okay, the chickpeas are in there, covering up a couple of inches of the water. It said cover, so what I'm going to do now is just put my tea towel over the top of that. And then, actually I'm not going to leave the tea towel on there, I can see what's going to happen. I'll put that down here. So we'll cover that up. It says leave overnight, but I'm going to be leave through like the day, and hopefully it'll be ready for around about 6, 7 o'clock when I go to make my dinner. So that's that sitting there. So let's sort this rice out now. Right, tea's done. So let's see what 3-day-old tea tastes like, shall we? Still tastes good as I made it. So 1 tea bag can actually do 3 days. 3 days that's tea. I might start doing that more often, I think. Just make a big vat of it, store it inside one of these, put it in the microwave. So much quicker than boiling the kettle, brewing the tea bag. Let's just make one big vat of it. So there's a little tip for you, a little hack, a tea hack for everyone. So let's drink this. Okay, so let's go for this and see what happens. So this is brand spanking new, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue for it. Let's put some rice in there. I'm not going to do too much, I think. Let's just start off with a little bit, and we'll see what happens now. So let's put the lid on. Let's see if I can make flour. That'll be a no then. Let's try put some more in and see what happens. Right, I filled it up a bit. I filled it up a bit higher. So let's try again. I don't think it's working. What a waste of time this was. But I learned don't need to soak the rice to make the flour because it doesn't work. It doesn't work, everyone. Okay, good evening everyone. So it's now dinner time. This is only the second meal I've had today due to, I did say at the start of the week, I do run a quite a busy lifestyle and it's sometimes really hard to actually get meals actually in. I do rely heavily sometimes during the week of eating out or buying food in or buying quick food just to get through the course of the week. And we usually have 1 or 2 big meals either on the weekends or halfway through the week just to keep ourselves going. But enough said. Tonight we are going to make a simple falafel. Yeah, on the old recipe book again. So this one did say it needs some chickpeas. So I did put some chickpeas in for soak earlier on today. It does say use 85 grams. I'm basically halving everything, so I want to make some other stuff with the chickpeas as well. I don't want to waste everything on one meal. I try to spread it out to try. I want to give you a big overview of what you can do with this stuff and what these people can actually do. So I thought if I just do one thing, I can't show you. I can't example. Now I also need some flour and I need some cooking oil. So we tried the flour, didn't we, with the rice, trying to dry it out and cook it. It's been drying now for over 24 hours and it's still damp. Yeah, it's still damp, so it doesn't work. I went out, as I said, I went and bought myself one of those little blitzers, and that still has not worked. So I am I found out another recipe just using just the rice only. So I'm going to fill my container up there. I'm going to make some rice, and then I'll make some flour, and then use that flour with the chickpeas and some oil to make myself some falafel. So let's go. Flour sorted. Alright, so the flour is done. Not so bad, it's actually quite nice flour, quite fine, using the coffee grinder. But again, I made a big mess. I tried putting the sieve stuff back into the coffee grinder and it just went everywhere. So we'll just get over it in a second, tidy that up. But I do have some nice flour. So we're going to drain my chickpeas and then we're going to mash it up. And then we're going to add a spoonful of flour and some oil with it and actually make a falafel and oil and fry it up. And that is going to be my dinner tonight. Nothing special, just some chickpeas, some flour, some oil. And hopefully that should keep me going until tomorrow morning. I'm also going to be boiling some rice again, ready for the next couple of days. And I'm going to make another vat of tea, I think, as well, which is going to keep me going for the next couple of days as well. So I'll have a cup of tea with this as well. Okay, it says next to drain these and rinse well. So I'm going to drain these and rinse them and place them into another bowl and I'll blitz them up inside a processor. Next job. Okay, it says blitz these. And it says not too coarse, not too bad, because I need to put some other stuff with it. But it also now says add some of my spice. So into my cumin it goes. Yeah, let's put that in there. Oh, that's a bit much, never mind. Okay, the blitzer didn't really work too much, so I've moved to a bowl and I don't have a pestle and mortar. So I'm using my back of the spoon just to try to make it a coarse sort of mixture as I physically can. I'm now going to add, it says a spoonful of flour, so I need a half a spoonful of my flour. So I'll get a half a spoon of my flour. I'll mix that in there as well. I'll mix all that up. I think I need a bit more of that. Let's do a bit more. Here we go. A bit more flour. And then I'll keep mixing this up. I'll bind it together. Or I'll heat some oil up. It says 60 mils. So that's just for cooking the oil, I think. That's just for frying it. So I'm going to pour it into the frying pan a little bit. But other than that, I'm going to try to see if I can mix this into a ball. If it binds together like that, that will do me. I think that will probably do. So let's bind that together. It's going to be a bit messy. And I'm going to see if I can make a couple of falafel balls just to put inside the meal. There we go there. You can see that nice little one here. It's breaking up a little bit more work, and we'll get them working fine. Right, the pan's heated up. We've got some falafel balls inside there. I made 3 out of the half a mixture, so it says it needs quite a bit of oil. There we go. So it's quite a bit of oil inside there. The pan is lovely and hot. I'm going to heat that oil up as well, and then we'll just drop a falafel in there and see what happens. I forgot to press record, so I've just got the 3 inside there. I've also put the last remaining dregs in there because we say waste not, want not, and hopefully that should be cooked in a couple of minutes. Okay, it's nearly done. I think I burnt a little bit. There's a bit of burny smell. I should have waited for the little dregs at the very end, but look at them. They're looking quite good, isn't they, from my first ever falafel. Well, the kids have got meatballs and pasta, but I've got whatever that is and that. Okay, so the falafel's now done. I've got quite a bit of flour left. I just blitzed some more up, so we've got some nice flour to keep me going for another couple of days. Hopefully that'll work fine. The fluffle is just there. Look at that. So another recipe out of the old book. And I wasn't burnt off rings when I scraped out the pan. But hey, never mind. So let's give one of these a go. Hopefully the chickpeas and a bit of flour, rice flour, should fill me up. So, oh, I can pick it up. Look at that. I can pick it right up like one big bite. I'm not going to do one big bite. I'm going to savour it. Just lean over the thing. Mmm. They are. They're good. That is good. I'm happy with that. Nice nutty flavour. Something different. Yeah. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, that is top notch. I'm going to enjoy this. Oh, I forgot my tea, didn't I? I'll get the tea on the go now as well. Okay, so we've got another green tea. I thought I had two of the same, but I don't. I've got a salted caramel green tea this time. So that will be brewing away inside there. And hopefully as soon as I finish this will be ready, brewed. I'll leave it to brew a bit longer, and then I'll pour it into a vat again when it cools down, and put it in the fridge and heat it up for the next few days. So another 3 more days I've got some green tea again. Oh, loving this, loving this. Oh, that's nice. Okay, round up with day 5. Look, day 5. We're nearly there. We've only got 2 days left. And I've still got a good portion of stuff left. I've still got 1 sardine. I've still got half my portion of lentils. I've still got half my portion of chickpeas. I've still got 1.5. I've still got 700 grams of rice, and I've probably still got about 200 grams of flour, sort of on there, which I made today as well. And I've also got a little bit of milk left. So I'm doing really, really well. I've made these things spread out quite well. But what I'm going to do, with a failed attempt to make rice flour yesterday, I'm going to put all that into a container now and soak it with water for 3 hours, and then just see if I can actually make any milk out of that. If I can, all well and good. If I can't, hey, I've given my best. I try not to waste anything, and I've given my best sort of come on there. But today, lunch slash breakfast, or brunch is what you want to call it, wasn't the best in the world. Boiled rice with tea, and then ate in the car about an hour later, so it's cooled down again, so cold rice again. Had a little bit of flavour, but it's kept me going right up until now. It's 7:30. It's kept me going right up to now. Well, I've just made those 3 falafel balls, and I think they were really nice. I've never actually had them before. Oh, I might have had, but I never made them like that before. All I simply used was chickpeas, some cumin, and some rice flour. I used a bit more rice flour than it said, because I had no vegetables to blitz up. And if I had a food processor, it might have been a little bit easier as well. I was a little hand blender. But hey, that's enough said. We can only work with the tools we've got. So I'm doing really well. I struggled a little bit today I've done quite a bit of manual work, and I felt really, really hungry, and I saw some stuff. I really, really wanted it, but the temptation was there. The temptation was there to actually eat it, well, not to eat it, so I walked away. That's it. So remember to support me. Someone did support me today, so thank you very much, whoever that was, for Anonymous. We had really good generosity in matching my bid. Matching my amount earlier on, and that's now taken me about, I think I'm about £15 off having salt. So it'd be really nice if any of you could sponsor me, just £1 or £2 here. A few of you did it, and that will give me up to £15, and you never know, I could get a little bit of salt just to add on to my meals. And also that's another £15 for them to support World Concern with their refugee, with the Syrian refugee cause they're trying to do over there. Well, that's it. Just remember, if you want to like, subscribe,
hit the notification bells, share this video, tell all your friends about it. If you want to check the challenge yourself, if you want to do the challenge yourself, I'll put a list of all the ingredients in the description of today's video, so you can go out and actually see if you what can you make on these things. And also, or check out my blog as well. And on the blog, I'll put an image of all the different recipes I ate during the week. I'll write all those down so you can see them. Or go onto my website www.uk-survival.com, and you can see all the recipes and that which I've done on there with the pictures. And for my main meals. But that's it. Just remember, it's better to be one with the wilderness than to fight and struggle. Until the next video, or tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye for now.